Hey, Lebanon. Thanks for joining us. My name's Keith Pantling, Athletic Director. I'm joined by senior Slade Kyle, who's here with me today, and we have a special guest we wanted to spend some time talking to before this weekend, and that is Navy midshipman linebacker Nick Straw, who's starting linebacker number 51 for Navy and Lebanon High School class of 2019. It's currently 2:30 p.m. on Friday, and the Army-Navy game is tomorrow in Philadelphia. So, Nick, thanks for making time. Where are you? When did you land? What's the rest of the day look like for you?
Yeah, we're here in Philly right now. We actually drove up from Annapolis. It's about 2 hours, so no plane ride necessary. But
Yeah,
just some meetings tonight, a couple walkthroughs and stretches and meals, but nothing too crazy.
sure. Well, hey, I know I never got the chance to meet you, but the people inside this building certainly speak highly of you and your family. It's been fun following your journey from afar. This is my third year here. Um, and while we check in every weekend, it seems that this one has a little bit a different vibe around this weekend's game. Is it hard to act like this is just another game, and what's it mean to play in this game?
Yeah, I mean it's not a normal game for us. This game's been, waited for the entire year. You practice every day and every rep in the weight room is for this game. So it's definitely special as it should be. Just means that much more for us. We always want to beat Army. It's our number one goal in the season. So it's that much more. It's that much more special, and just we want to send the seniors and us out right this year. So it's our goal to beat them and get after them.
As someone who was a part of the Lebanon program, do you have like a favorite memory? Because I remember you had a really special season that year, and
Uh, Favorite memory? I just think it's a really funny story that happened. I remember our senior year, then we got kicked off the field because Hopkins was mad at us for not like doing well in practice. But actually, a big storm was rolling in. That was the actual reason. That's why we got kicked out of practice. And so I'm mad. Caleb Newman's mad. Luke Lane's mad. Kyle Short's all mad. I'm like, screw it. You know what? We're going back out there to finish practice right now. And so we get the whole team together and go back to the baseball field to finish practice. Because I'm mad that we weren't playing well and all. And so we get out there, we're practicing, and then here comes Hopkins like, no, you guys have to come back inside. It's the storm's coming. Like, you're okay. Just come back inside. And so it was funny because, I thought we were actually in trouble for like not playing well and stuff like that. But it was just, a storm was coming in. So nothing
it's
crazy.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, shifting gears off the field, I know you recently received your assignment as a Navy pilot, and I listened to an interview recently that you kind of said that was a dream of yours. What's that been like, and what's that mean for your next steps after football?
Yeah, it's kind of cool because you work for your entire time here to kind of get that service selection, which is going to dictate the next 5, 10+ years of your life. And so I wanted to go pilot for my whole time here. I worked hard to get to that point, and finally getting that selection, a couple weeks ago was amazing. And so super grateful to the guys who selected me and the community. And so I'm happy to join the Navy pilots here soon. Yeah, it's great. It's I worked super hard for it, and it's just that payoff I'm seeing now is really, it's really nice to have.
What valuable lessons did you take to Navy, either on the field or off the field, from Lebanon that helped you achieve your goal of becoming a pilot or even playing on the Navy football team?
Yeah, I would just say that you can't always just say it. You have to live it too. You can't say the best things if you're not living it yourself. If you're not, busting your butt on the field and being, getting after the sprints and the workouts, you can't really be the one to say it. And my freshman year here, I was trying to be the one who said things before I had earned that right to say things on the field. And that's why I had to learn that again, in college too. But it's just one of those things where like you have to have that right to say things. You can't just be out there saying rah-rah things without having the blood, sweat, and tears behind it to back it up. So that's what I've learned in high school that I brought here. And
It's
yeah.
awesome.
So to piggyback that, what's something you think you could? Obviously, that's a great lesson for our kids here and our student athletes. What's something else maybe you learned there that you wish you had known in high school that may be beneficial for our student athletes?
I just think that one of the biggest things I learned here was just that everyone assumes that college football is all this and all that, but you're just playing against other kids too, like be it Notre Dame or, Cincinnati, Central Florida, all these teams that are pretty good. Like they're all just kids that are just like you. It's all about how hard you work leading up to that and how hard you play. That'll differentiate between the 4 or 5 star kids and everybody else. Like it doesn't matter, how many stars are by your name. Like if you outwork them and outplay them, that's all that matters. So that was a big learning curve. I was like, going to my first Notre Dame game, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. Then I was like, crap, it's Notre Dame, here we go. But it's just like they're just like us. They're just kids too, who are just trying to play the best they can. And whoever's prepared better, whoever's worked hard in the offseason is one's going to win. So that's what I learned.
Can we go back to Lebanon High School real quick? We'll
Yeah.
ask you a couple of your favorite things about Lebanon High School. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite teacher you want to shout out so they know the impact they had on you?
Oh, geez, favorite teacher. Well, Coach Taylor. I'm not sure if he's still there right now, but Coach Taylor was one that I always loved and looked up to. But then Mr. Heffel came to the Cincinnati game recently, and so that was really cool. I've just loved those guys, and not a high school coach, but Coach Higgins, the football coach, Coach Higgins. Like he's been a great supporter, and I saw him at the game too. And just guys like that are the ones I really appreciate from back home, and great people.
How about favorite restaurant here in town that you may miss?
Favorite restaurant, Skyline Chili for sure. I
Yeah?
still rep Skyline Chili here at school, and people give it hate without knowing about it, but Skyline Chili, I get that every time I go home.
There we go.
If someone asks you about Lebanon, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Like somebody at Navy asks you about your hometown. What's the first thing you say?
The first thing, definitely Skyline. That's the one, because one of my coaches here is from the Cincinnati area and talks about Skyline all the time. So I have to also go along there and support them and support the Skyline Chili brand.
That's awesome.
Well, hey, just a couple more things. I know you got to run, but let's talk a little bit about tomorrow. These uniforms, I know that they're pretty darn cool. Everyone waits, and I know
As someone who's
Slade
a little
was talking about them. They're pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I love them. The NASA, theme and partnering with NASA with Under Armour has been pretty sick, and just seeing this coming to fruition. I want to be an astronaut one day, so it's really cool for me. I'm studying astrophysics here, so it's just like the culmination. Really? It's like, oh, my senior year, get to wear this uniform to represent and honor those 53, 54 astronauts who've come from the academy, and so it's really sick. And I am really glad to get to wear this stuff, and they look super good too. They look great, and so Under Armour's done a great job with those, with getting us great uniforms to honor those astronauts. And yeah, I'm really excited to wear them, and it's cool.
So we're literally 24 hours from kickoff, right up, in a couple minutes here. What else is there surrounding the game that's different than your typical game week because it's the Army-Navy game? I mean, I'm assuming there's a lot of hoopla surrounding it. Do they try to keep the team kind of away from that stuff, or do you have other things you have obligations in the morning and stuff?
No, it's at this point it's just getting ready for game time, and so the timeline is similar to the normal games, minus things maybe being a little bit adjusted time wise. But a lot of the pomp and circumstance and the fanfare is handled outside of our team, so we can stay focused and locked into the game, which I appreciate because it's a lot of stuff going on. It's easy to get distracted by that, and so Nehemiah always tries to keep us locked into the locker room, and with us away in the hotel, we can kind of do our own thing here and not worry about what's going on outside of here. So it's pretty much like a normal game as far as the preparation goes, but the focus is a lot more elevated.
You get a little more nervous for the game?
No, I'm actually not really nervous right now at all. Tomorrow I might be. I probably will be once we get closer to kickoff. But right now it's just, if you don't feel that, then you obviously don't care about the game. So I'll probably get the butterflies tomorrow. But as far as being nervous for the game, I mean, not really. We've prepared for a long time for this, so just got to go out there and do it.
Amazing.
Well, hey, Lebanon's behind you, man. Like I said, there's just so many people. I hadn't had the chance to meet you or be here while you were here, but people just speak so highly of you and are really rooting for you. And we'll certainly be dialed in tomorrow at 3:00 watching that game. It's kind of on by itself. It's a pretty cool situation that it's front and center, and rightfully so. Is there anything you do that we can look for in Lebanon that we know, like Nick's from Lebanon, he just did that. He was giving us a shout out. Can you do a little, I don't know, tap your head after a tackle or something? Can we do something cool like that for Lebanon?
Sure, yeah. If I give a big flex after a sack, that'll be for you guys back home.
Awesome. All right, we'll make sure everybody knows. Well, hey, thanks for your service. Thanks for your time. I know you have a ton going on. It really appreciate you connected back with us, returning our call, and it's always important to remember where you came from, and Lebanon's a special place. Again, I haven't been here very long, but I know you're proud of being from here. It's a patriotic community, and thanks again for your service and all you're doing.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys.
All right, good luck. Go Navy.
Beat Army. Beat them.
There we go.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.